Buildy here. I'm here. Where is here, you might ask? Well, I'm still in Moscow. I'm sorry. You didn't get any of my videos on the way here. I ran into some problems with my video production. I've got a bunch of them in the tube, but I need to edit them. A bunch of real short ones I really need to put together and just make one long video out of the train ride and scenery on the way down, how it changes. But I'm rolling Nomad, and my PC it's getting problematic. It's wore out. The keyboard doesn't work right. I'm tired of hauling it around anyway. I got 2 huge suitcases full of stuff. I left with some of my friends here temporarily so I can travel a little lighter. I came here to go to banks and to implement the prescription of one of my friends, my European friends. And it didn't work. It doesn't work for Americans. It looked like it'd work. I had hope, but I got a good bank account here, good European bank account, but I can't put money in it from America. It's impossible. I've tried everything. I've tried every single transfer service that there is, and no matter how you cut it, no matter what you do, this European bank, the address is Russian. I could put money in a branch of that bank in Europe, but I'd have to have an account there, and I probably can't get an account because I'm an American in a European version of the bank. And if I did, I'd have to be a resident, wouldn't I? No, it just doesn't work. I thought about it. I've racked my brain. I've bothered the people at the branches here to no end. Found some English-speaking ones, and they got a pretty narrow category of expertise. It's just not going to work. I got to go outside of the country to get my money. But fortunately, Kaliningrad is part of Russia. It's a little island of Russia in Europe between Lithuania and Poland and Belarus, I think. Anyway, it's a tiny little area. And I'm going there. It's very cheap, and it's not leaving Russia. I'm still in Russia. Going to Kaliningrad is like going to, from Moscow, it's like going to Archangelsk or Vladivostok or Sevastopol. You're still in Russia, even though you fly over Europe to get to it. It's like going to Alaska from the U.S. That'd be comparable. But once I'm there, a bus ticket is really cheap to go across the Polish border. And from the best that I can find on the internet, you don't have to get COVID tested and quarantined and all that crap. But, you know, that's they usually spring something on you when you get there, so we'll see. Got to do it. Looks like it'll be okay. As soon as I get to the airport in Kaliningrad, it'll be early afternoon. I'm going to go straight to the bus station, jump on a bus, go across the border to the nearest Polish town of any size, and try to get a hostel there and stay a few days and use that card, getting cash. They have lots of money changers in Poland. They call them cantors. I've used them before because I had to go there a long time ago and move a bunch of money after the 2008 financial crisis waned. That's another story, though. I'm not going to share it here. It's a long story. It's interesting, though. Well, I'll tell it sometime. But this time, yeah, I can get, I suppose with my card, I can get euros if I want, or Polish zlotys. Zlotys, is that what they're called? Zolty, Zoltu. I don't know how they pronounce it, but that's their money. They're not on euros. I think you can get euros, though. I need to find out which would be better for me to get. Probably euros. If I can get euros, I'll just get piles and piles of euros with my bank card. I have a daily limit, but it's supposed to be pretty high. But then the ATMs don't always have a lot in them. however I can get it, I'll get it. However long I need to stay, I'll stay there. Hopefully find a really cheap place, and I'll load up the cash, and then I'll either change it there, or I'm told I can change it in Kaliningrad into rubles. So that's the plan, and then I'll come back here and go from there. I haven't told anybody yet on the internet, so I haven't announced it or anything. But I'm just starting from zero. I got 2 suitcases full of stuff, and that's it. My lovely wife, she'd already gotten a divorce from me for a long time ago. I didn't know you could do that. Well, you can if you're sneaky and don't do things by the book, and you have friends that you can bribe. I guess that's what she did. I'm supposed to have been notified. I didn't get any notification, and she didn't tell me either. Well, she told me lots of times, I want divorce from you, because I'm such an horrible, evil person. Anyway, she had me doing all kinds of stuff, bureaucratic stuff, to try to get supposedly eligibility for benefits for her and all that. And then I found out she was just giving me stuff to do that was a black hole to dump my energy and time into. It was futile, because she'd already gotten divorced a long time ago. It was to no effect. She's just making me do things and keeping me busy. Nice. What a malicious freak. Anyway, is that any way to talk about? I don't want to get into that, but yeah, I finally found out. I keep getting registered letters for tax problems where I supposedly made all this money and they want to charge me taxes on it. I never made anything here. But I started ignoring them, and apparently one of those registered mails I got was the divorce papers, which is very recently. She'd gotten it way back in February, before my birthday even. That's when it went through. But I never got any notification. I should have got one before it went through, but no, that got prevented somehow. Anyway, it was finalized 21st of February. I found out about it, last week, I guess, just before I left. So that kind of screws up my residence visa, too. I have to find another place to register at, I think. I really need to find a lawyer and find out what I need to do. But first I need to get money, so that's why I'm going to Kaliningrad, and hopefully I'll get my money. So I get this long string of things that need to happen. My struggle is real. Well, I don't have to worry about supporting my family anymore. I guess I need to modify my fundraising site. But I'm still going to support my kids somehow. But first I'll just let things go for a while, because she's so overconfident. And she thinks that she just got me cut loose and she's going to soar now. Now we'll see. Maybe she might get in touch with reality if when they become very poor. But they might not. She's a totally ruthless and cruel person. She might do very well for herself. I don't know. In which case, I'm not going to give her a freaking penny. The kids, I want to help the kids, give the kids gifts, be able to see them. So I got to try to preserve my residence status, which she'll probably try to foobar. So she already did, I guess, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know, I'm pretty sure she knew about that. I'm their dad. Anyway, got to play it by ear. First thing I got to do is get my hand on my money, and then I got to stay here and find some sort of livelihood that I can pay for a lawyer and change my residence status and all that. It'll be interesting. What about Ukraine? Well, I think we all know the truth. If you're listening to Uncle Buildy, you know the truth. And there are all kinds of events happening. And I've told you time and time again, get on Telegram and get on these channels. And I'll put some more links in. I'll try anyway. I'm operating just off of a phone now, and I'm not very good at it. I hate texting. I need to be writing some articles, and I don't have a keyboard. I could probably write them on my phone, but when it comes to texting, I'm all thumbs. Anyway. Oh yeah, I never got to the question. Where is Uncle Buildy? Uncle Buildy is in a hostel. I'll make sure I got that right. I'm not going to say hospice. It's a hostel. It's not a very hostile hostel. This is a very friendly one. There's 6 beds in this room. It's a wee little room, top floor of an old building. They've cleaned out all the plaster, and that's kind of cutting edge, trendy stuff, you know, the old brickwork. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I had a hell of a time finding it. I look up these things online, and the lighting's getting weird. I look them up online, and there's all kinds of them in this neighborhood, and I wanted this neighborhood because it's not too far from the train station, and it's a straight line to the plane station, and I'm supposed to meet some people here too for some other things. And it's not too far from my friends and people I have here. So I picked this area, and there's lots of hostels. And I got online and registered, and I phone called. They never called me back. I text them. They never text me back. I went to the best one, and it's like, they don't even want to talk to me. You know, I finally get in, and it's like, you know, I texted you. Do you have rooms? Oh, no, we don't have any. Well, why didn't you text me back so I wouldn't come all the way over here, you freaking moron? And it's like, so many businesses in Russia are like that. They don't deal with information very well. They're not good at disseminating information. They're not even good at advertising. You have people that have businesses that won't even put a sign out, or they'll put a misleading sign that doesn't tell you where the freaking door is. Where are they? Oh, that sign's for another building over there. And there's no address on it. It's like, are you people retarded? You run into that all the time. It's like you're supposed to automatically know where everything is and how to find it. Maybe they have some sort of magic system for that. Maybe they're all psychic. I don't know. But see, they always have a problem with disseminated information. And then when you get there, they hire kids to run their business, and they don't like being bothered, and they just want to get rid of you so they don't have to do anything. I spent hours trying to find a hostel for a reasonable price of the room. It's amazing. It really is. This whole territory here, let me show you if I can. All these, this is a courtyard, and there's lots of buildings in it, smaller buildings surrounded by bigger buildings. It's a huge courtyard. And all these windows, I don't know if you can see that or not. Windows are foggy. But there are literally like probably 50 or 60 doors back there. And the hostels are behind some of them. And there's hotels back there too. Look like regular residential buildings, but there's hotels in them. And some of the hotels have signs on the doors that you enter. And some of them have signs in other places that don't tell you where the door is. I couldn't find, I had a hard time finding this hostel that ended up claiming they didn't have any rooms. I think they just didn't want to bother with me. But I found a hotel that was actually behind the door that the sign was on, and I went in there and asked them, where are all these hostels around here? There's plenty of them. They're all over here. Just walk around and look. Can you tell me exactly where one is, or give me a card, or call one for me or something? I'm having trouble here. It says, oh, you just walk around the neighborhood. You can find them. They don't want to be bothered. Went to several places with the same sort of results. And then finally, I'm giving up on this neighborhood, okay? Forget this place. I'm going to go somewhere else. This is crazy. I'm walking out of here, actually this area down here. And the corner of this building over here on the outside, there's a hotel sign. Okay, another hotel. And it's above a door. So, why not? I'll check one more time. I go to that door. It's a nice hotel, pricey, in this building. And I asked them, you have any cheap rooms? And they said, this is not a hostel, this is a hotel. Okay, they're nice. They're very nice, though. Oh, I'm glad we know that. Do you know of any hostels? I need a cheap place. You know of one? Yeah, there's one right upstairs. Oh, thank you. They're very helpful. I went upstairs, and there it is. This one. This place is fantastic. It's 500 rubles. That's like between $7 and $8. Like about $8, maybe $9 outside. I think it's $8 a night. And this is a nice little room. 6 bunks. I'm going to take you for a little tour. It's not anybody here, I don't think. But there's lots of rooms like this. I'm staying in Australia. I could have stayed in Mexico. We have Chile, Costa Rica, Jamaica, man. It's a very nice theme. I'm glad I found the place. It's really clean, really nice. Very seldom see any other people here. Argentina, Spain. Ooh, let's not forget Iceland. Good one to have in summer. We have showers. 4 showers. Plenty of light. Oh, there's a map of the place. It's the plan. It's pretty complex. Dining hall. Kitchen. Not bad. Very clean. Obligatory cat photo. Yeah, cute cats. Glass storage. Refrigerator. Ironing. We have 3 sinks. Washer dryer. 3 toilets. Very nice. And the amazing thing is, I've only seen like 2 other people here. Even in the evening and night, I only see 2, maybe 3 other people outside. I got lucky. Some more rooms. And the front hall. Uncle Buildy got lucky. Some days are diamonds. I'm here for the week. The rest of the week. Fly out Sunday. I said that, didn't I? Got nothing to do. I need to write. But I packed my computer. I didn't see any sense in bringing it because this keyboard is so awful. I'm going to have to buy another one. Even if I don't make money at writing, I love it. I'm good at it. I'm going to continue. So I'm going to get a new cheap computer. Probably when I get back to Moscow. I'll look around at Kaliningrad maybe. But it's time for a new one. One I got so old. The keys on the board are actually wearing all the way through. And they don't work so good anymore. I got a plug-in keyboard and that works, but it's got other problems. It's going to go one of these days. I've had that happen before. When they go out, and then you're hosed. So I'm going to get one. Meanwhile, I'm doing things on the phone. That's okay. We'll discuss what's going on with Ukraine, I guess. But It's not much changed. What people like Tejas and Donbass, Patrick Lancaster, John Mark Dugan, what those guys been saying all along, yeah, it's pretty much still going. It's planned. It's going to the next phase. They're going back into the Donbass, where the U-crops are dug in around it. They have been since, 2014. Mariupol has been sealed off. The Nazis and U-crops, and unfortunately, I think there's probably still some civilians in there. They decided not to have the big push and eradicate them. I think that means there's some civilians down there. They just sealed it off and said, we'll play a waiting game. Let's see who can wait the longest. Yeah, smart move. It's good judo. Don't expend a bunch of energy on stupid crap that you don't need to do. They don't have any supplies. They have no supply lines. They have no way of getting out. We can wait. Maybe wait years. That's cool. And, they've got that sealed off, which doesn't take a whole hell of a lot. They've got all the other areas of the Ukrainian military foobarred. Nobody's going to be able to try anything. NATO might, but if they've got important people hiding down there, they might, but they'll get their ass handed to them. Russians have only used a tiny fraction of their military power in this operation. They keep everything reserved because they expect, they're going to try to get them through somewhere else while it's going on. That's what NATO do. It's what the U.S. do. They're not stupid. This is very well planned. Now they're going after the dug-in militias and Ukrainians that are still within firing range of the Donbass, and they have been firing big missiles into the residential areas in Donbass. My journalist friends are still going in and out, various places where the action is, but the absolute best is Patrick Lancaster, that guy. He's a freaking hero, man. Like his videos and watch them. He's right there on the ground. He doesn't scare easy. He's doing whatever it takes to get the story. Can't think of anything else. This could go on for years, these sanctions and this economic war. I don't know. I don't think there'll be not much less for the U.S. in a few years. Their economy's going down. Everything they're doing is hurting themselves. Europe, who knows? Germany, France, the others, they're going to get rid of these people that are running things in the ground. They're going to normalize relationships with Russia and become unpuppetized. Is that a word? It should be. They're going to cut the strings to the U.S. It might be a process, too. They have rigged elections, and they'll have terrorist attacks, and they're setting up for it. All these weapons going into Ukraine, well, they're not going into Ukraine anymore. They're going into Europe. Somebody's going to use them for some nefarious purposes. That's going to be the next big thing. Some of them might even be on their way back to the U.S. and Canada. And you have your Nazi networks. I'm telling you, I keep saying it. I'll hear a lot of other people saying it too. You can get that in Uncle Buildy. But it's reasonable. The 80-year-old funding and command structure for the Ukrainian Nazi organizations and the Baltic Nazi organizations is located in Canada and the U.S. It's been there for 80 years. They have businesses, they have financial shenanigans, they have all kinds of people in place. They own everything they need to in certain areas throughout the countries. Prosecutors, attorney generals, coroners. So what do you think is going to happen when they lose? They've already lost. They got most people convinced that they haven't. Some of them are delusional and they think they haven't, but they have. They've already lost Ukraine. What are they going to do next? What's the next move? Is there going to be an American Civil War? Better watch it, because that's when these guys move in and take over. That's how the Bolsheviks did it in Russia. And remember, the Bolsheviks weren't Russian. the vast majority of them, I believe it's like 85% at least, of the commissars in the Soviet Union in the Bolshevik days, in the early days of it, didn't even speak Russian. They spoke English and Yiddish. They came back over from the ghettos of London and New York. Oh, yeah, look it up. It's not difficult to find information on it. And they're trying to make it difficult, but most Russians know this. And now we're going to have more opportunities for revolution of some kind. Things aren't always what they appear. I suggest that y'all be prepared as best you can. We'll talk about these things later. Hopefully, I'll get everything straightened out here and be able to settle in somewhere near my original town and my stuff that I had to leave, and my kids. And I'll have more time to write. Meanwhile, I'll crank out videos of dubious quality and put on Uncle Buildy, and I'll try to stay focused. And I'll show you around. Show you around this neighborhood. This is a fascinating neighborhood. I wish I'd made some video yesterday. Yesterday was beautiful. Now it's going to be raining here the rest of the week. And it's going to be raining when I'm in Kaliningrad and when I'm in Elblag, Poland. That's where I plan on going, Elblag. Yeah, it's going to be raining and dreary and cold the whole time I'm there, unless something changes. But you can still make videos. I'll shut this one off and I'll make another one of the neighborhood. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your donations. I'll gotta take care of Uncle Buildy now, or I'll end up being a bum without even a phone to make videos with. That'd kind of be a waste. So, yeah. That's what I'm doing right now. I'll still make some videos. Try to make myself useful. Uncle Buildy, signing out. Have faith it's all going to turn out all right. Eventually, one way or another. Maybe in the next life. But that's always been that way, hasn't it? Uncle Buildy signing out for real.